You see, when you say restructure, everybody thinks they want to redivide Nigeria. Restructuring is a holistic thing. Nigeria, ab initio, the present federal system we practice is a lie. It is a lie in the sense that it is based on a lie. We operate a unitary system of government put together by a few persons who sat behind the sanctuary of locked doors. We didn't even know, let me speak Pidgin, where I'm from. We don't even know whether they take Baraga. And then they wrote at the first page, "We the people." That was a lie. Number two, the structural defects of the 1999 Constitution makes restructuring an imperative. So for me, and for a lot of us, I also, apart from being the Director of Publicity and Media for the Friends of Atiku, I am also the Convener and President General of the Midwest Movement, where we've been advocating without excuse, without apologies, for a deliberate refederalization of Nigeria, where Nigerians should be allowed to sit and determine their future. And that is based on three major things. Political restructuring is okay, but the most important restructuring is a physical restructuring. Nigeria must return to the physical federalism that was agreed upon by our old and our founding fathers, who saw the need to create a very simple arithmetic for formula for revenue sharing. So now we have revenue allocation, where the federal government that does not originate anything allocates what it ab initio did not originate. Nigerians are not aware that between 1960 and 1966, January 15th, when Nigeria had four regions, the northern region, the western region, the eastern region in Enugu, and the midwestern region in Benin City, we had four equal federating units. Today, that federation has been decimated and bastardized by the incursion of the unwelcome military boys into our polity. And so people sat down and redrew the maps of Nigeria without recourse to the people within the country. The Midwest, for example, is an example in emasculation. We were created by a plebiscite or a referendum on the 13th of July 1963 as the fourth and equal federating unit in Nigeria. And it is the only unit in Nigeria that was created legally and by the Nigerian people. Today, the northern region now has 19 states. The western region now has 6 states. The eastern region now has 9 states. Why the midwestern region? The damn breadbasket and still the breadbasket, the trigger of this nation, just has 2 states. That is already an emasculation. Now you look at the arithmetic. In those days, it was simple 50, 30, 20. That was the revenue allocation formula, whereby the originating units, the western region keeps 50% for the development of its people. The federal government takes 20%, while the federation account gets another 30% that is shared pro rata across board by all the federating units according to demography, population, and spread. By that so doing, Nigerians were not quarreling. So the civil war and the incursion of the military changed all that, until again in 1980, the governor of the then Bender State, which was actually the old Midwestern region, Professor Ambruzali, went to court to force the Shagari-led MPN government to allow us keep our resources according to the agreed formula in the Constitution. He won that court case. Then the military came back into politics after the overthrow of the Shagari government by Major General Muhammadu Buhari on the 31st of December 1983. And then there was a clampdown again. The Constitution was suspended and everything about it was dismantled. Now we are back to point zero, where we have to go cap in hand to Abuja. Until again, James Ibori, the then governor of Delta State, led the resource control fight, which is actually a form of physical refederalization of the country, where we now got a 30% derivation. So that is where the problem is. Structurally, Nigeria needs to be disconstructed as it's presently constituted and then reconstructed along non-federal paradigms. We are the only federation in the whole world that practices what we presently practice. So we also looked at it. For us who are in the Midwest movement, for example, we will not allow anyone who is not committed to a restructuring of this country to campaign freely within our domain of Edo and Delta State. We want this country to be restructured. And restructuring is a paramount pillar for determining the future of this country.